Our plan today is to visit the Tower of London, take a boat ride on the Thames, and to attend a play in the theatre district tonight. Construction on the White Tower, the oldest part of the castle, began shortly after William the Conqueror defeated Harold I at the Battle of Hastings. The 90-foot tall White Tower is one of 20 towers in the castle complex that was enlarged to its current 18 acres through the reign of Richard the Lionheart. The tower has served as a royal residence, the Royal Mint, the Royal Jewel House, prison, and execution site for enemies of the crown. Many enemies of the crown arrived at the tower through this Traitor's Gate, where they were then taken to this section of the tower and treated to the crown's hospitality. And several were eventually taken to this courtyard, where they were deprived of keeping their heads. As the empire expanded, exotic animals were given to the crown and housed in the tower. Those animals are long gone, but the property is dotted with many animal representations made of sculptured wire. The only animals still residing in the tower are 6 ravens that are housed near this green. A keeper is assigned to feed and protect them. As legend has it, the empire will exist as long as the ravens occupy the tower. Directly adjacent to the Thames, the tower offers good views of many London landmarks from its ramparts. The White Tower at the center of the castle now houses an extensive museum containing many of the suits of armor worn by British monarchs, weapons of war, exhibits detailing medieval life, and even the tower's actual execution axe and chopping block. To view these exhibits, you wind your way through multiple floors of exhibits and up and down 204 stair steps. There is even a castle dragon on display made from different types of armor and weapons. The crown jewels are kept in this building and have a ceremonial guard detachment. We observed a moment of silence for those killed in the Manchester attack. Of course, the most famous guards in the Tower of London are the Beefeaters, who offer tours of the castle and are on hand to give helpful advice to tourists. Photography of the crown jewels is not allowed, so these pictures are from postcards purchased at the gift shop. Leaving the Tower of London, we made use of our Thames River boat tickets. The dock is adjacent to the Tower complex. It provides a great break from walking and a guide that gives good information accompanied by some enjoyable humor. We passed by the Globe Theatre. We had wanted to see a Shakespeare production here, but the only performances available during our time in London was a modern dance interpretation. We passed under the Millennium Bridge twice. When completed, it swayed so much that pedestrians could not cross over it. It cost more to rectify the problem than the original construction cost. There are several bridges over the Thames that have their own unique architecture. Of course, the most famous of these is the Tower Bridge, which was built between 1886 and 1894. The HMS Belfast is docked near the Tower Bridge. There is also a modern replica of Sir Francis Drake's Golden Hind that circumnavigated the globe between 1577 and 1580. We passed by the London Eye twice and got much better views than we did from the hop-on, hop-off bus. Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament are also viewed on this trip. This is the turnaround point of the cruise. This building used to house Scotland Yard. After turning around at the Parliament buildings, you will pass by the familiar Tower of London. On the way to the Greenwich Naval Observatory, you will pass this apartment building that was once home to Sonny and Cher. Oops, not Sonny, just Cher. Some of the 2012 Olympic Village will also be visible as you near the dock at Greenwich. The famous Cutty Sark is on display adjacent to the dock at Greenwich. This was one of the last clipper ships to be built in 1869 for the tea trade from India before the introduction of steam-powered ships. The Naval Observatory at Greenwich is the location of the prime meridian. It passes directly under the red ball atop the observatory. All world time and longitudes are measured from this location. That evening we took the tube to the theater district and had dinner at Poppy's, an award-winning fish and chips restaurant, after which we enjoyed a performance of Les Miserables at the Queen's Theater.